EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to... Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way down to the 35.
That's good.
A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Here we go.
Third and goal, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Kickoff for Baltimore. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The running back.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The running back.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to get it with Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Benny Snell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
His kick
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
From the 31, Roethlisberger.
31-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Man, Lamar Jackson, we all know it, but he is just so elusive with a football.
I don't care how many times you go through tackling drills at practice and how many different situations you put guys in practice. It's not the same as trying to get Lamar Jackson on the ground. He forced 42 missed tackles last year. That's twice as many as any other quarterback in the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
48, go space it.
They'll run with Samuels. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Dobbins running out of the gun. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And the Ravens are likely going to have a first and goal as he's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Number 12.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 2
That
yards.
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
14. First down, Pittsburgh.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Snell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Steeler ball carrier.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet. I think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to Derek.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
What's the score? Steelers 24, Ravens 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
No. 13. 55.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
That's the reason for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Washington.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Samuels. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to him on first down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Third down. Like 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Steelers,